Welcome to the Empowerment Library, where small ideas create big transformations. Today, we're diving into a book that doesn't shout about success. It whispers it into your everyday life. Tiny Habits, The Small Changes That Change Everything by BJ Fogg is one of the most gentle yet life-changing guides to personal growth ever written. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by big goals or disappointed by failed resolutions, this book is your calm, encouraging friend, showing you how lasting change starts not with pressure, but with compassion.
Tiny Habits was written by BJ Fogg, a behavior scientist at Stanford University and the founder of the Behavior Design Lab, published in 2019. This book is based on over 2 decades of scientific research into how habits are formed, and more importantly, how they stick. Unlike most grind-harder books, Fogg's method focuses on kindness, being kind to yourself, starting small, and celebrating progress. His approach is rooted in behavioral psychology, but his message is deeply human. Growth doesn't need to hurt to work.
The central idea of tiny habits is simple but profound. Start small. BJ Fogg argues that the key to lasting change isn't willpower or motivation, it's the design of your behavior. He introduces the Fogg behavior model, which says that behavior happens when motivation, ability, and prompt come together. In other words, you'll do something when you want to do it, when it's easy enough to do, and when you're reminded to do it. So instead of trying to meditate for 30 minutes every day, Fogg says, just start with 1 deep breath. Instead of doing 50 push-ups, just do 1. Instead of cleaning the whole kitchen, start by washing 1 cup. Because tiny actions, done consistently, ripple into massive results. He calls this celebrating the tiny, reinforcing positive behavior by feeling good about even the smallest success. Each tiny win rewires your brain to want to do more.
Fogg's system revolves around 3 practical ideas. Keycap 1. Anchor your habits. Attach new habits to existing ones. For example, after brushing your teeth, floss 1 tooth. After pouring your morning coffee, write down 1 thing you're grateful for. The existing routine acts as a trigger, making it easier for new habits to fit naturally into your day. Keycap 2. Emotions create habits, not repetition. Fogg explains that it's not how long you repeat a behavior, it's how good you feel when you do it. Celebrate immediately after completing a habit. Smile, say yes, or feel proud, because that emotional reward cements the new behavior. Keycap 3. Embrace shine, not shame. Self-criticism kills change. Self-celebration grows it. When you forgive yourself for missing a step and return gently to the process, you strengthen your ability to keep going. These principles make Tiny Habits one of the most compassionate self-development systems ever written.
One of BJ Fogg's famous examples is the Maui habit. Every morning, when he gets out of bed, he says, "Today is going to be a great day." It takes 2 seconds, yet it sets the tone for positivity, mindfulness, and gratitude. Readers around the world have used these microsteps to lose weight, build better relationships, improve mental health, and become more productive, all without the guilt and burnout that often follow big goals. Even major companies like Google and Nike have incorporated Fogg's ideas into productivity and wellness programs.
Critics and readers alike praise Tiny Habits for its warmth and practicality. It's not a motivational speech, it's a science-backed system that actually works. BJ Fogg's tone is gentle and non-judgmental, perfect for people who've struggled with self-discipline or perfectionism. Readers describe the book as liberating, comforting, and refreshingly kind. It teaches you that you don't need to be extraordinary to make progress. You just need to be consistent and compassionate with yourself while doing it.
In a world obsessed with instant transformation, Tiny Habits reminds us that small steps create sustainable change. Whether it's improving your health, your happiness, or your focus, every lasting habit begins with 1 tiny decision, made with care, not pressure. So start today. Smile after you. Do 1 push-up. Appreciate 1 mindful breath. That's how big lives are built, 1 tiny habit at a time.
If this message resonated with you, explore more life-changing ideas at the Empowerment Library. Because growth doesn't come from force. It comes from gentle persistence. Full summary link is in the description.